A seemingly peaceful Saturday afternoon suddenly turned into a shockwave for the Outlander fan community when Sky TV hosted an online discussion gathering the main cast. It was here that the leading actress Caitriona Balfe, the iconic Claire Fraser, unexpectedly made a sensitive statement regarding her relationship with her longtime co-star Sam Heughan. There are some things that should be left on screen because when you bring them out into real life, everything becomes much more complicated. Caitriona said, her eyes glancing slightly, her voice seemingly carrying a deep meaning. Immediately after the livestream ended, social media exploded. Forums, private groups, and fan pages were flooded with lines of analysis dissecting every word of that sentence. Because for fans, Sam and Caitriona are not just a couple on screen. For more than a decade, they have been symbols of love coming out of movies, despite both of them always denying any rumors of love. Less than 20 minutes after Caitriona's controversial statement, Sam Heughan suddenly posted a short status on his personal Twitter account, now X. The timing always tells. No coincidence, no image, no explanation. But after only 30 minutes, the post attracted more than 60,000 shares, 100,000 likes, and thousands of comments. Fans were stunned and wondered, are they best friends? Are they colleagues? Or is it something more? For more than 10 years together, since the first day of working on Outlander, Sam and Caitriona have become Heughan and Claire, a legendary couple with a timeless love story. But in real life, every touch, every meaningful look, or every time they stand up to protect each other in front of the media, makes the audience believe that there is something special between them that has never been said. However, both have always claimed that they are just close friends, close colleagues, and always have deep respect for each other. However, this series of ambiguous actions has raised a big question in public opinion. What is Sam implying through that meaningful status? Why is the timing not a coincidence? The fan community began to piece together the story. The hashtag no coincidence was dissected layer by layer. Was Sam implicitly responding to Caitriona? Did she deliberately choose today to speak? Some prominent comments spoke for many people. Is Caitriona denying something that already exists? Is Sam disappointed, or is she silently sending a farewell message? What is most noteworthy is, Sam wrote that status while in Paris on a business trip to promote a new whiskey. Did he know in advance what Caitriona would say, or was social media the way he chose to respond to her? The story doesn't stop there. Fans immediately recalled meaningful moments from the past. Like in 2019 in an interview at BAFTA, when asked about the relationship between Heughan and Claire, Sam just smiled at Caitriona and said, "She is everything, on screen and in real life." In 2021, Caitriona secretly got married and did not share any photos. Sam did not attend the wedding, but a week later he posted a sunset photo with the caption, "Not everyone understands how we love." Although they never officially confirmed anything, the two always left enough signs for the audience to either hope or fall into a maze of skepticism. Is Caitriona trying to protect her personal life today, especially when she is a mother and has always been secretive about her family? Or is it a gentle farewell to an unnamed relationship that once existed but could not go further? As for Sam, an emotional artist, social media has long been a place for him to express himself in the language of art. From the way he chooses scripts, the way he interacts with fans, to each short status line. The recent tweet could be a sigh of regret, or a sign that an old chapter is closing. Recently, Sam has started to venture into business film production and book writing. Perhaps he wants to move away from the shadow of Heughan Fraser, as well as close an old connection with a special co-star. Fans' hearts are now filled with emotions, confusion, disappointment, then hope. Some people shared online, "I feel like a door has just closed. All hope for Sam and Caitriona is now gone." But there are also people who are karma. They are artists. they are also human. They have the right to keep their private lives private and choose what to share. Their friendship, no matter what, is still precious. And then, the biggest question is still, will Sam and Caitriona ever officially speak out? Fans are eagerly waiting for a frank conversation between them to end the years of suspicion. Especially when Caitriona is now more open about her family and son. Perhaps Sam will also feel the need to speak up to end the speculation. One fan wrote, maybe they both need some space, but sooner or later they will speak up. Sometimes silence is also a message. In fact, both Caitriona and Sam have always been careful when talking about their private lives. But with the pressure from the public growing, it is likely that they will speak up. Not to expose anything, but to protect the affection that the audience has given them for more than a decade. So what is behind that silence, respect or fear? Both have shared that they have a special bond since the early days of working together. Maybe the silence now is a way to protect that friendship, away from any expectations or scrutiny from the public. Or simply they want to separate their private lives from the public spotlight. Sam and Caitriona have both gone through periods of media pressure. As artists, they need space to create, without being influenced by the expectations of the crowd. And perhaps they are just wanting to share with the audience what they choose to share, not their entire lives. Regardless, one thing is undeniable, their friendship is real. Despite all the speculation, all the silence, Sam and Caitriona have been together for many years, not just as co-stars, but as best friends. The love scenes in Outlander will forever be a symbol of that lasting friendship. The story between Heughan and Caitriona Balfe, although it has no clear ending, is still an emotional journey. Every word, every action of theirs can stir up a series of theories, controversies, and expectations. But the most important thing, perhaps, is not what they say, but the genuine emotions they have brought and are bringing through each role, each moment on screen. And now what fans need to do is wait. Wait for new things, untold stories, and answers that only Sam and Caitriona can bring. It was so special. I think it was a very emotional night for nearly everybody. It's the first time I was able to bring my mom to a premiere, and for her to see the film and for her to have loved it as much as she did, that felt really, really special. It's not often you get to bring a film with the title of the city to that home city and show it to everyone. And luckily, the audiences in Belfast really loved it, because they would probably tell you if they didn't. But yeah, it felt really special, and it was the first time I'd sat through the film with an audience, and it felt very different. I saw things in the film that I had missed, and I just appreciated it in a whole other way, and it was just really, it was a really special night. I think you leave feeling with this incredibly moving nostalgia for your childhood and your life. But one of the other amazing things about it is, even though it's very specific to this place and, the conflict that was going on there, we come away thinking all these divisions and tribalism are so tragic and such a waste. And what we have, right, our similarities are so much more than our differences. And that, I think, is what I hope people take away from it, that they realize that, it's happening everywhere. It's happening in America. It's happening back in the UK. These kind of, separations and people pitting each other against each other. We see what happened in Northern Ireland. It's so hard to put that genie back in the box, and I really hope that people sort of take a lesson from that. One of my first days, I was shooting with Judy, or Dame Judi Dench as she's known. We had a scene where it's her and I in the house with Lewis and Jude's, and we were sitting there, we were doing our little scene, and then Ken was like, "Can just improv a bit?" And it's a pinch me moment. It's like I was sitting there going, I'm sitting here improving with Judi Dench, and it's amazing. But there was so many moments like that. I'm so grateful that I got to work with all of these guys, and it was really special.